Hello guys, welcome back to another exciting video. In this video, we are going to start with Flutter. If you think that getting started with Flutter requires Dart language, then you are wrong. If you are already familiar with normal programming terms like control structures, looping structures, and functions, classes, and basics of OOPS programming, then you are ready to go with Flutter. Then for what Flutter is used? Flutter is used for creating apps for any screen, which means you have to write only single code and everything will be ready for you. That code will work on mobile, that code will work on Linux machine, that code will work on Windows machine also. So you don't have to worry about the platforms, on what platform you are creating that. And in this video, I'm not going to show you how to install Flutter in your machine. That you can do with a couple of Google search. So without wasting any time, I'll open my Windows. Sorry, I will open my VS Code. So after opening my VS Code, I will open terminal here in this new terminal. So to getting started with Flutter, you need to create a single Flutter app. So for that, you need to write this Flutter command. So you have to write Flutter create and then your app name. That app name should only contain lowercase letters, and that should contain that should not contain spaces and can contain underscores only. So the combination of lowercase letters and underscore, nothing else. So first I will create a basic app. So after creating this basic app, what we'll do, we'll go here on file and we'll say open folder. After opening folder, there will be one basics folder, then you will open VS Code with this folder only. Now this is the structure of whole Flutter app, and you don't have to worry about why is this so much code generated. You don't have to worry about this. We are only concerned with this lib folder and this pubspec.yaml. So what is this YAML file? This YAML file is pubspec.yaml file, which is basically the settings app for our app. This will be settings file for our app. In this settings file, in future will whatever dependencies will install, that all dependencies will be mentioned here, and what assets will be used. Don't worry about what I'm saying right now. Then after some time you'll get to know for what this pubspec.yaml is used. So next thing is this lib folder. This lib folder contains one main.dart file. So as you already know that every programming language has an entry point that is called main. Okay, this dart file also has a main entry point, which is running an app, my app. And what is this my app? This app is one class defined under it. So this extends from stateless widget. So we'll see what is stateless widget and what is stateful widget in future. So to run this app, what I will do, I will press here run and debug, and you will see this app will start in my mobile phone. Okay, now I will open my mobile screen here. You can see for the first time firing up this Flutter app will take a long time. So be patient for this time. So you can see here our Flutter app has been fired up successfully. So this is auto generated Flutter app, which is basically one counter app. You can see here if we click on this. So this is counter app automatically generated by Flutter. So what we'll do, you don't have to worry about this code. We'll remove this whole code and we'll start from total scratch. So you don't have to worry about anything. So we'll remove this whole code. So as you already know that every programming language has an entry point. So the entry point for our Flutter app is this run app function. This run app function takes one class. So we have to create one class. We can say class, or we can say stls stls, which is the short form for creating a class which extends stateless widget. What is widget? So everything you see on screen, if this is my mobile screen, or I can open any app. So whatever you see on the screen is called widget. Okay, whatever you see on the screen is called widget. If you see on this app, this text, whatever you are seeing is a widget. This app bar is a widget, and this button is a widget. This three is a widget. So whatever you see on the screen is called a widget. So in Flutter, there are two types of widgets. One is stateless widget and one is stateful widget. Less and one is stateful widget. So the difference between stateless widget and stateful widget is, let us take an example of this mobile app. If your mobile app contains two widgets, one is stateless and one is stateful, and your app is running on your mobile. So what the thing is, while running this Flutter app, the state of the stateless widget will not change, which means if you create anything, if you intend to change any UI in this app, in this stateless widget, you will not be able to do that. And if your widget is stateful widget, while running the app you can change the state of the stateful widget. State of the widget means you can change the UI of the stateful widget. So that's the key difference between stateless widget and stateful widget. So we'll go back to our code, and now what we'll do, we'll change the name of this. We'll say this is home. And if you are already aware with the ops concepts, then you will know why we are overriding this function. So this build method will return one material app. Material app. Okay. Now from where this material app came. If you look at on the top, there is one material.dart file. This material app will come from this file. This material app will take arguments. Okay, this material app will take arguments, and that arguments are home. First, these are called named arguments. So this home will take one widget. So we can say placeholder is one widget. We can return that, and we have to return this home, this stateless widget home, to this run app folder, run app method. After returning this home to run app method, now we will run this app again. You can see here this app will change. You will see an blank empty app on the mobile screen. This app is getting installed right now, so be patient. Okay, now this is a clean app which is showing us only one placeholder and this debug banner. So if we have to remove this debug banner in the material app, what we will do, we'll give one more argument to this material app, and that will be check banner mode, show debug show checked banner mode. So we'll do this to false. After doing this false, after saving this, you can see this has been removed from the top. Now we'll create one more class of stateful widget. We'll say state stfl, and it will create a one widget which will be extended from the stateful widget. What is stateful widget? As I already told you, stateful widget is a widget which can be changed while the app is being run. On the runtime, the state of the app can be changed. So I will name this class as my home page. And instead of this home in the material app, I will return my home page. Now you will see there will be no difference. There will be no difference in the app. I will do make this small and continue doing like this so we can see while doing. So after creating this my home page, what we will do? We'll go through some important widgets, some essential widgets, basic widgets. And those widgets will be, first will be scaffold widget. Here, if I will say return scaffold, scaffold. So what is scaffold? Scaffold is one widget which gives us the structural way of creating the page. Scaffold widget contains a bar like this, which a normal app, the things which a normal app requires, those things will be given by us by this scaffold, like this app bar and this bottom navigation bar and floating action button, like whatever when we press plus on here or add something or press equals to button, and one drawer like this which comes out like this and this and goes back like that. And this is the structure of scaffold. The functionality of creating app bar, creating bottom navigation bar, creating this floating action button, and creating this app drawer, this functionality is given totally by scaffold. So you have to remember that this is the most of the time you will see the structure of Flutter code like this. What you have to do, you have one widget, you have to say name of that widget and parenthesis like this, and this widget will take some arguments. One argument is default argument that might be or might not be there. Okay, so one default argument, so we have to give data like directly here. Test if this name is taking one default argument, we have to give this data like this. Let us say this name widget is taking one string as an argument, which is default argument. Another one is named argument. Named argument means we have to tell which argument we are giving. We can say that style is the argument, and we will give another widget here. This style argument takes another widget like this text, and this text takes another widget like this style again, or any other style widget. So this is the structure of w- writing widgets in Flutter. Another, these are always separated by commas. So what is this name is one widget which is taking one argument as string, that is default argument, and another one is style widget which is taking another widget, that another widget is text widget, and this another text widget is taking another one named argument which is style again. This style argument is taking one more widget, that is style widget. So the whole structure of writing widgets is like this only. So we'll go again here. If we'll see, this scaffold does not have any default argument, so there are only named arguments. One argument that scaffold takes is app bar. Okay, this app bar, now we have to give app bar one widget, and this app bar takes one widget, that is app bar. If you look at this again, this app bar will take one more named argument, that is title, and this title will take again one more widget, that will be text widget, and this text widget will take one default argument, that is string data, what text you have to show here. If you write any title here, so if you will write anything in this like title, after saving you will see the title on your app, and you can write anything like that Amazon. And this app bar widget, don't get confused with this text widget. This app bar widget takes one more named argument, that is background color, and that background color takes one more widget, that is colors widget. There are colors, a lot of colors in the material.dart file. We can say colors dot and the name of the color. We can see the app bar has changed its color. So if you see the structure, what is the structure? This is the structure of our app till now. This is one material app, and this returns one scaffold. Okay, this returns one scaffold. If we look at the code, this returns one scaffold. And scaffold is taking one named argument, that is app bar. Here, this is app bar. And after app bar is taking one more named argument, that is title. App bar is taking one more argument, that is title here. And this title is taking one default argument, that is string. What title? Default argument. What title we need to show on our app? Default argument. And this app bar takes one more widget, one more named argument, that is background color. Okay, takes one more background color. And background color takes one more widget, that is color widget. Takes color widget. What we have given? Colors dot green. So if we look at this, this is one app bar and it takes one title, and this title takes one text widget. And after this text widget, after this title, this app bar takes background color, and this background color takes one colors dot green widget. We have given this app bar to scaffold. Scaffold also have background color named argument. We can give any color to that, colors dot black. You can see this scaffold has changed its color here, or we can say any color, amber. This is the scaffold. This is app bar. This is app title, that is app bar's title, that takes text widget. This text widget is here as title. This background color green is of app bar, and this background color of scaffold is this amber color. So this will be the total flow of how there will be one widget. That widget will take, that widget may take one default argument, but they can take these named arguments here. So this scaffold has one more named argument, that is body.